I'm just going to ask you to turn off your video camera while we're waiting for other people to come in, because I'm going to share a presentation and the slides won't be entirely visible if you have your camera on. Just a bit about the quiz and how it works. Basically, most questions have 3 options. So you can use the chat to write A, B, or C according to the answer you think is correct. And other open questions are a bit more easy to respond to. So just write whatever comes to mind. And don't worry too much about getting it right or not. So the first question is quite easy. So which British brand designed the wedding dress of the Duchess of Cambridge? A. Vivienne Westwood, B. Alexander McQueen, or C. Burberry? So just type A, B, or C on the chat box. This one is quite an easy one, but it will get tougher as we go along. Okay, Joanna got it right. So it is Alexander McQueen. Option B. Who is the most famous woman in fashion of all time? So here I'm not giving any chances. So just shoot out whoever comes to mind. This is a bit relative, but she's definitely very famous across time. No answers. Okay, a few guesses. So yes, Pauline got it right. That is Coco Chanel. Yes. And which designer has always moved fashion sustainability forward? She's British. She's the daughter of a Beatle. She's Stella McCartney. And now this one is quite easy, and one of you has already wrote her name down. Who is the most influential fashion magazine editor? Yes, you guessed it right. That is Anna Wintour from American Vogue. Which shoe was used for a marriage proposal? It's from a film that has New York as a background. Yes, Manuel Blahnik, thank you for the Sex and the City film. What brand named the bag after Alexa Chung? A. Mulberry, B. Burberry, or C. Vivienne Westwood? Mulberry, thank you so much. So that was Mulberry, and the bag is called Alexa. And here is Alexa Chung wearing the Alexa bag. Who is the fashion designer behind the latest Netflix hit? Here I don't give any names because this one is quite easy. From the 70s. That's Holston, played by Ewan McGregor. And it's been very, very talked about by the fashion crowd. Who wore this Givenchy couture dress autumn 2018 on the red carpet? Rachel Weisz, Julianne Moore, or Sienna Miller? Yes, thank you so much. That was Julianne Moore, option B. She wore this dress at the Cannes Film Festival in 2019. Which brand has the more followers on Instagram? A. Louis Vuitton, B. Gucci, or C. Chanel? Flipper got it right. It's actually Chanel. that they have actually 44.3 million followers, and both Gucci and Louis Vuitton have only 42 million. Which fashion house is going to be depicted on film this year? Yes, you guessed it right. That's Gucci. House of Gucci is directed by Ridley Scott and starring Lady Gaga and Adam Driver. Something to look forward to. Who did Anna Wintour proclaim the most influential makeup artist in the world? I guess this one is a bit harder, so I'm going to give you the answer. That's Pat McGrath, and she received an MBE in 2014 for her services to the fashion and beauty industry. Which luxury brand surprised the fashion world by deleting its Instagram account? A. Bottega Veneta, B. Saint Laurent, or C. Balenciaga? No, that is A. Bottega Veneta. Bottega Veneta replaced the social post with a quarterly online magazine. When did Kate Moss publish her first British Vogue magazine cover? A. January 95, B. March 93, or C. April 94? Some B's. Guess everyone says B, and that's right. That was published in March 1993, and she was photographed by Corinne Day. Who is the woman behind Her Collective, the first peer-to-peer fashion rental company? This one is a bit harder because unless you're into sustainable fashion, you might not heard of it yet. But anyway, I do recommend it. And her name is actually Victoria Prue. She's the CEO and co-founder. What brand did Lupita Nyong'o wear on the Oscars red carpet in 2014? A. Christian Dior, B. Halpern, or C. Prada? An A, but actually no, it's actually C, Prada. Which celebrity stylist has just launched a new YouTube series? She dresses Sienna Miller, Selena Gomez, Dakota Johnson. So it's a bit hard if you're not so familiar with celebrity stylists, but she is quite well known. Her name is Kate Yang, and she has just launched a video series called Hello Fashion, which really is a very interesting. Who is the costume designer of the film Atonement with Keira Knightley in 2007? Jacqueline Duras, B. Patricia Field, or C. Jenny Bevan? C and some A. And basically, Jenny Bevan, she was the costume designer behind Sherlock Holmes, the film by Guy Ritchie. And Patricia Field is the costume designer behind Sex and the City film and series. And the correct answer is actually Jacqueline Duras, option A. Who designed this sketch? Christian Louboutin, Edgardo Osorio, or Manolo Blahnik? Manolo Blahnik. Yes, and Pauline got it right again. That's Edgardo Osorio. He founded Aquazzura in Florence in 2011. Which collection is this renowned polka dot dress by Stella McCartney? Autumn 2011, Spring 2012 or Resort 2011? Thank you. So yes, we got it right. So that is Autumn 2011 collection. He was very much photographing with different celebrities and in different magazine editorials as well. Which magazine published Iman's first fashion shoot when she arrived in New York? A. Vogue, B. Harper's Bazaar, or C. Q? Yes, you got it right. That is Vogue in October 1976, and she was photographed by Arthur Elgort. Who is considered the first supermodel? This one is a bit harder. She actually died in the 80s. That was Gia Karanchi, and her life was depicted on film, directed by Michael Christopher and starring Angelina Jolie. Who is the most renowned fashion illustrator of the 20th century? Okay, this is quite hard if you don't really appreciate fashion illustration, but it's René Gruot. He did all the Dior campaigns in the 50s. He did a lot of illustrations for Christian Dior in the 50s. Who designed this dress? Riccardo Tisci, Albert Elbaz, or C. Virgil Abloh? Some A's, and but it was actually B. Albert Elbaz. He died this year due to COVID, and he designed this dress when he was at Lanvin as creative director for his Spring 2011 collection. Which luxury brand was the first to join the brand approved program at Vestiaire Collective? A. Chloe, B. Alexander McQueen, or C. Gabriela Hearst? B. Thank you. And it was actually B. Alexander McQueen. Who is the American photographer with a photograph currently on display at the V&A Museum in London? A. Stephen Meisel, B. Bruce Weber, or C. Annie Leibovitz? Yes, you got it right. So that's C. Annie Leibovitz. She has this photograph at the V&A at the moment with designers Victor and Rolf and Russian model Natalia Vodyanova. The photograph was published in Vogue in 2003, and the dress is also on display at the V&A. Who designed this dress? A. Holston, B. Tom Ford, or C. John Galliano? Some say it's Tom Ford, but it's actually A. It's a vintage Holston dress. So this is the dress Kate Moss chose to wear at the Cannes Festival in 2016. So that was it. So thank you so much for joining, and I hope you had some fun and learned something along the way. I will probably share a recording of this video on my YouTube channel, but I will let you know when that happens. So thank you so much for your time and have a lovely weekend. Bye for now. Bye-bye.